doesn't sound like fun to you, there is something else you can do, like perhaps remodeling your home. Cambi's on the go this morning, learning how to install wall tile. This is going to be fun. You're at Home Depot, and other folks can learn how to do it this weekend too, right?
Yes, exactly. There's a class on Sunday. They also have classes on Saturday. Pretty much every weekend at Home Depot, they have some do-it-yourself classes. I understand we need to get you a new water heater or something like that. I'll look into that for you. But right now, we're talking about wall tiling. This is what I'm going to learn to do. So if you're watching right now and you need your home remodeled, I'm available. You're welcome. All right, Brent, obviously, I'm not the expert yet, but you are going to make me the expert. You're going to walk us through the steps on how to do this so it actually looks nice. The worst thing is if you go into someone's home and you're like, oh, did you do that yourself? Have you ever been into a house like that before?
Plenty.
Okay, yeah. You don't want it to look like that. You want it to look like professionally done. So the first step is we need to prep. Correct. So we have all this stuff. What do we need to do with it?
Prepping could be something as simple as just fixing any gouges in drywall.
Okay.
Or hiding any screws, etc.
So if that happens, if there's a nail in there or if some screws are in there, you need to take those out, and then what do you do?
Well, pretty much you're just going to take that out, and then you're going to use something as simple as spackle paste or plaster and just cover that up and make it a nice smooth surface.
Okay, how does this work? I take the stuff that's in here and then I use this and like go across?
Typically for any hole, nail holes or anything like that, you're just going to take spackle paste, a putty knife, and just use that, smooth it out over the hole, and then let it set and you're done. Correct.
I'm learning this is like a whole new language for me. This is amazing. Okay, so we want to prep the area. You can also use something like this, right? Which costs, how much does that cost again?
That's going to be anywhere from $9 to $12 a sheet, depending on the thickness. You're going to use your 1/2 inch on the walls, and you're going to use your 1/4 inch on the floors.
And you actually just put that on on the drywall. Then you don't have to worry about taking out the nails or the screws or anything.
Over any surface that you're going on, and you'll see that it's actually got markings on there, so you can keep everything nice and level.
Okay, thank goodness. Everything's already prepped for me because I don't even know how to get a nail or a screw out of the wall. Okay? Thank goodness. If you want to come check out this class, Brent, are you going to be doing the class on Sunday? Missing the Super Bowl?
No, I will not be doing the class this Sunday.
Who is the poor person that is missing the Super Bowl to teach this class?
I'm actually going to make my store manager, Ryan, do it. He's going to be doing it this weekend.
Ryan is missing the Super Bowl. Do you care about the teams at all, Ryan?
Go Giants.
Go, he says, go Giants. Brent, who are you going to be cheering on?
I'm sure my friends Aaron and Brian will love this, but I will be rooting for the Patriots, which is difficult being a Bills fan.
Oh, Mike, you're a Bills fan? Whoa. Brent and I are now best friends. I cannot believe this. He's also a Bills fan. All right, if you want to come to the class, it is at Home Depot. Forget about watching the Super Bowl. The class starts at 1 o'clock. Actually, you could technically still watch it. You'll just miss a little bit of it.
Hey, Cambi, you said that you don't know how to get a screw out of the wall. You unscrew it. That's all you got to do.
Like you use a screwdriver. Is that right?
Yeah, just unscrew
it. I can't because it goes both ways. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Again, as opposed to sitting down and watching football.
Yes, exactly. All right, let me roll up my sleeves because we're about to do this. I'm not going to teach you.
What exactly are you doing? What's the project?
Okay, this is the project right here behind Brent. It's for wall tiles, and this weekend at Home Depot, they are going to be doing a class teaching you this. Now, also, I should mention Brent, by the way. Let's focus in on Brent. He's perfect for honeydews, ladies. He knows how to do this, and he's single. John, I can hear you groaning already.
Yeah, somebody should tell Brent she does this to every guy, but go ahead, Cambi.
I told him already.
Yeah.
I told him. I'm ready. Okay. I'm wearing the gloves because there's a concern with getting this, what's this stuff called that I'm going to put on it?
The adhesive on your hands, it is very sticky stuff.
Okay, we're going to do this two different ways, right?
Correct.
So let's start with this one, and there's two different ways I can do this, right? I can actually, you call it buttering,
yeah,
where I take this stuff. Do I use this?
You could just use that, put a thin layer on the back, but you might want to put it on the wall first.
Okay, let me get into this.
Prep the wall first.
Okay, this is kind of gooey.
What is that you're putting on?
Don't be afraid to use as much as you need.
What is this that I'm putting on?
That's called Acryl Pro Mastic.
Okay, and this is the black one.
Tile adhesive.
It's going to go right here, right? Okay,
correct.
Okay.
Now put it on as thick as you can.
Oh, as thick as I can? Okay.
I said, don't be afraid to get messy with it.
Okay. And does it matter if it's like lumpy?
No, because you're going to take your notch trowel and fix that.
Okay, so is this good?
That works.
Okay, now what do I do?
Now you're going to take your wall notch trowel.
Okay.
And just basically use the hold it at like a 45-degree angle.
Like this?
No.
Like, basically just like this. And then just drag it down. Perfect.
Is that good?
That works fine.
Okay, now I'm done with that?
Yeah, basically what that is making it so the adhesive doesn't squish out the sides, so that way you can grout properly.
Okay, and then you use these little guys, and you do this so that the spacing is right for when you put the grout in.
Correct.
Okay, so I put this there. Oops.
I said you can do that before or after. It's a little bit easier if you just go after.
How much does this, oh, just do it afterwards? How much does this save someone?
As far as if you're going to tile yourself?
Yeah.
The average tiling job can be for walls, you know, anywhere from $5 a square foot on up, depending on the options that you go with.
Okay.
So you got to figure
Cambi.
if you've got.
I know. I want me to do this in your house, John?
No. That's quite all right. I can handle
Well,
it.
if you know what? Let me know on Facebook. I'm available this weekend. I have no plans. If you want your house to end up looking like this, okay? Let me know.
It looks great.
Are you proud of me? I hear Layla saying, wow. You're right, Layla.
Yeah.
Who knew?
I think she was wowing more
Who knew?
at you than the finished product. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Cambi, thank you very much.
Hey, good morning. So Home Depot is having this class this weekend. Starts at 1 o'clock on Sunday, in case you're not interested in watching the Super Bowl. I did these 2 tiles right there. Pretty proud of myself, not gonna lie. I did tell people on Facebook, let me know if they want me to come to their house and remodel. So far, none of you have asked me to come over and remodel. That's fine, I understand. But watch this, I'm gonna show you something else. Yeah, I'm gonna show you something else you can do. This tile already ready to go. It comes on sheets that are 1 foot by 1 foot. You've already cut this.
Correct.
This is like as easy as peel and stick. This is my kind of home remodel. So show us how we do this. What is this that you're using right here?
This right here is a great tool. Fairly new. It's called Tile Mat.
Okay.
It is essentially a peel and stick tile adhesive. So for those that want to save some time, maybe don't want to get as messy, this is a good option to go with. And it's very simple. Basically, what you're just going to do is going to take the wax paper side off. It'll come in multiple pieces.
Okay.
This piece as well comes in bigger sheets, but it's already been cut.
Okay.
So if you take
So you
this
just
right
stick
here,
that on.
all you're going to do is basically stick it right to your surface. Now that's going to stick to plywood, drywall, hardy back, or whichever surface that you have ready to go.
Okay, now how about, what do I do?
Now all you do
peel
from here
this?
is you're just going to take that clear layer off the front.
Okay. Oh,
Here,
there we go. And then just stick this.
Place it right there. Like I said, it's the same thing. This is one of those ones where you'd actually need to use spacers before. We're not going to worry about that for this time.
Okay, and the spacers are these bad boys.
Correct.
Like this. So this is what you would want to do. And you guys actually teach this class here at Home Depot. Now, once this is done, obviously I've been in people's homes. I've never seen this thing. What is that? The binding in the back there?
Yeah, basically what that is.
How does this work? We got this on, now what?
The tile is already set to that binding, so that way you don't have to use a spacer on every one of these tiles, saving you time. The other thing about the tile mat is on your adhesive, like the wet adhesives, you're going to have to wait 24 hours before you can grout that.
Okay, this you can grout right away.
This is now ready to grout.
Now, tell me about the difference in cost between this and this. This is the Subway tile. I'm seeing this on HGTV. People are going nuts over this Subway tile.
A Subway tile like this, you're typically, depending on colors, design, you're going to be talking anywhere from $1 to $2 per tile.
Okay.
A sheet like this particular sheet right here comes in at just under $5.
Oh,
and it comes in a 12 by 12 sheet.
Oh, I love that. And you know, how many sheets does it usually take for a typical size like bathroom or kitchen?
Not too many. I mean, you're basically talking anywhere from how high you want to take your backsplash up.
Okay.
Probably too high on the larger walls that you're going to be doing. Most kitchens are going to be maybe 1 or 2.5.
Okay.
1 to 2.5, depending once again how high you want to go.
So now that we have this on, now we have to grout this.
Correct.
Right? How do we do that?
That is going to be very much like using your tile adhesive.
Okay, so we have this pre-mixed grout, right?
Correct.
People can mix it themselves. It makes it cheaper on them, but if we buy the pre-mix, you don't have to worry about any problems that might happen. So now do I use, what's this called again?
You can use the spatula as well. It's a little bit easier when you have these smaller tubs like this.
Okay, so I just get
basically,
do I get a lot of this?
You can put it on liberally. It's this is the messiest part of everything.
Okay.
But it's also the easiest to clean up.
Okay.
So just spread it on there.
All
like
right.
I said, you don't have to fill it in yet. And what you're going to want to do is grab your grout float.
Okay, we're coming. When you come back to us next time, Layla, I'm going to show you how this works. Am I doing this right?
Well, we're going to use the float for more everything. You're just going to use that right there to put large quantities on
Okay, I
there.
think I might not be that good at the grouting part.
We'll practice with it.
Okay, we're going to practice, Layla.
Yes, please practice with her. Cambi.
Well, you can wipe it off, you guys. I hear you laughing. You know what? This is hard.
I know,
Okay?
I know. I'm proud of you. I am proud of you.
Thank you.
And you be proud too. Stand tall.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, might surprise you.
Yeah.
I actually know a little something about this because I do mosaics.
You do?
Yes.
I knew there was going to be
Wow.
some kind of like
Crafty.
art.
Yeah, so if not for the wall, for mosaics, for the crafts,
Oh.
it's good to know
Oh,
about
okay, for the
grout.
crafting? Oh, I should know about this then. Let me tell you, all I know about grout is it stinks to clean it. You gotta, my mom uses a toothbrush to get in there to make sure it's like perfect, you know, kind of a pain. All right, so we showed you how to put the tile up. This tile, a little more difficult. This tile you just peel and stick. You can learn all about this weekend at Home Depot. They're doing a class right when the Super Bowl's on, starts at 1 o'clock. But you know, when I first started this, you guys were laughing at me because I wasn't doing a good job. But now I know how to do it, okay? Because now I got some more tips from Brent. All right, so I just basically just put a big thing of this on,
Okay.
right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay?
Clean up
And
on aisle
then-
4, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Look at all this.
Yeah.
Whoops. Okay. Then I put this like this, right?
Correct.
45
degree angle, just
angle.
spread it around and work it into the joints.
Did you like that last sentence? Like this? Okay. Then I just push it all over the place.
Correct. And then
Okay.
If you need to,
Or
you can
spread
put
it
more
around,
on
as
as you
people like
need.
to call it.
So
Okay,
obviously we
spread
want
it
to fill
around.
all the joints.
Dabs, you know what? Have you ever done this before?
I have.
Oh, man, that didn't work out so
man.
well, did it? No.
No.
I wanted it to.
No. I should have known, John, because you are a manly man.
Well-
Where have you done this before? In your own house?
No, my parents' house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you just experimented with their house before you did it on the one that you actually paid the mortgage on? I'm on to you.
Exactly.
Okay, so there we go. Okay, grout's in. Then I use the sponge.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay, so the sponge has a little bit of water on it, and then you just wipe it off.
Yeah.
Now,
And you don't
here's
have to
the
be
thing.
gentle with it. You can just circular motion. work it
Okay,
all
now
around.
you see how sometimes the grout leaves like a little residue, okay?
Correct.
But there's something you can use that you put on after, right?
Yes,
What is
that's
that?
called haze. After your grout's actually set, essentially you're going to use a cheesecloth to actually
Where's
clean
the
out all the
cheesecloth?
haze.
Oh, here it is. You use one of these.
And Cambi, I
babies.
know you're not really big on cooking or handiwork. Cheesecloth is not
Yeah.
actually made out of cheese, just so you know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
He told me that already.
Okay.
That's how I knew.
Did you ask?
Um,
You didn't ask that, did you?
No, I didn't. No,
Oh,
I didn't. But
okay,
he was
okay,
just
okay.
explaining what this was. No, but you know what? It would be something that I would do, asking. So check this out. You know what? I was asking our producer, Josh. I was like, you want me to come over to your house and do this for you? He just laughed. I
Okay.
think that was a thanks, but no thanks. Over here, guys, anybody? I'm available. You want me to come over? No. Ryan? Nope. Brent, you need my help?
I don't know if my apartment would allow it.
Oh, good
Famous
excuse.
last words.
Good excuse.
Brent, by the way, his birthday was yesterday. He couldn't even go out and celebrate because he had to
Happy
get up
birthday,
early.
Brent.
I know, we need to add him to the birthday buddies.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah, and if you have honeydews, he
Brent's
needs
your
the honey.
man. I like Brent. He's got a funny sense of humor.
I know,
like that Brent.
He just rolls with the punches.
Yeah. Anybody who can hang with you for that long, good person. I like that Brent.
Actually, saint, really.
Yeah.
You can hang with Cambi for that long. All right, Cambi, thank you very much.